Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I'm starting to feel a bit more of myself again after a few days of being really rough and poorly with some kind of a virus. Hopefully I'm shaking it off now. So really glad to be back in my craft room, but I'm still doing some kind of really easy, like not have to think too hard kind of projects. So I've got some I've started having a go at making some paper. Well, I've got some paper soaking in the bath in a bowl in the bath, and so while I'm waiting for that to happen, I thought I'll just have a go at one more go with the December ScrawlrBox. Now I thought by now I'd have the January ScrawlrBox to play with. It's the 27th of January and I haven't even had a dispatch email yet, which is very unusual. So I don't think it's anything to do with Royal Mail this time, because it seems they haven't even dispatched it. And I've heard rumours from friends online that people are starting to receive theirs and I haven't yet. So I'm going to have to start going and not seeing any spoilers from other people. So this is where I keep my paint pens, which is where these supplies that we got in the December ScrawlrBox are going to end up very soon. So there was also a Unipin fine chisel point pen, which I can't find at the moment. I think I might have taken it downstairs. So I've got a couple of other stand-ins just in case I want that. There was also a pencil and some paper, but the main fun part of the December box was these. I'd never tried them before, Edding Acrylic paint pens, and I have loved them. They've been brilliant. I got my thing. So this was the first piece I did, just to sort of doodle really, and then I did this one, which I sort of stuck 3 pieces of the paper together to give myself more space to work on. I always struggle to work on A5. So that was what I've done so far. This is the inspiration piece by the featured artist, Mr. Phil. Obviously this must be his design as well, I'm assuming, because it's very much looks like his style, doesn't it? And I thought, I've been going through just recently, I've had a big clear out of my room and I have 3 mantras for 2023. If you started it, finish it, use it or lose it, and reclaim, reuse, recycle, rather than buy more. So that's kind of, that's my kind of ethos for this year. So one of the things that I've had kind of hoarded for a while, I didn't want to get rid of because I really do think it'd be fun to do, but I haven't got round to, and it's been knocking around for over a year now. It's this little, I've got a couple of animal ones as well. They're just a plain, slightly set my teeth on edge of like, ugh. It's a plain kind of bisque fired, I suppose, ceramic car money box. One of the great things about these kinds of pens is you can use them on any surface, and I hadn't tried them on ceramic, so I thought I'll try them on this. And I'm hoping, because normally when you use a paint pen on like shiny ceramic, it will work, but it can come off as well. I know with Pintor pens, I've tried it, if you set them in the oven, they become more permanent, but you're at risk of, you'd have to be very careful with them. But I'm thinking, as this is not glazed, I'm hoping that means the pen is more likely to stay put. It might also mean it doesn't like it very much. So I thought I'm not going to copy Mr. Phil's design, but I'm going to have it in front of me and do a kind of random doodle onto this car. You can see that I've started just using the pencil that came in the box, and just like, very much take my inspiration from this. I don't know if I'm going to get fine enough lines on this scale. I've also got, wait in the wings just in case, a finer white Posca pen and a black Posca pen that's got a slightly finer point on it, and these couple of fine liners which will probably work on there. Okay, so I've got them in the wings, but first thing I need to do is go through and doodle the song. So I'm going to stop filming now, do my doodles, and I'll come back and show you how it works with, just find out if these pens will work on here. See, that didn't really work out as I hoped. I ended up rubbing out what I'd done. It came off quite easily, mostly with this Tombow mono eraser. It's a special kind of sand, they call it a sand eraser, look, for ink. I had it for when I was doing a lot of stamping, because you can erase little mistakes and little accidental smudges of ink. It's a really handy thing to have. It lasts for ages. Anyway, it also takes pencil off of this unglazed ceramic, which is good because the normal rubber didn't. Then I just did a kind of drippy splurgy pattern, which will probably change as I go along. What I'm hoping I can do is put black lines in between, so it will still kind of be reminiscent of this sort of style. I don't know, but it's just they're quite big nibs to use in a small space. That's the only thing. Okay, right, I'm gonna get my face out of the way and leave this recording, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so I've given these a good old shake up and a little bit more of a pump to get them going. They seem to be going onto this unglazed ceramics really, really nicely actually, and I don't think, I'll wait and see when it's dried, but it doesn't look like it's going to need another coat to me. That's good. And it doesn't feel too, I thought I might hate the feeling of them on this ceramic because it's a bit sort of slightly gritty feeling, but actually no, it's okay because the pens are quite juicy. They're going over it quite smoothly. It's not set my teeth on edge too much. This is, as I thought, it's taken a bit of a turn as I've gone. I'm now going to try and make it look as if paint's actually kind of dripping down the car, and it's going to take me a little while. And I think then what I'm going to want is I'm going to need a finer black pen, so I might have to cheat and use the Posca, and also cheat and use the Posca to do white highlights, so it looks like the light is catching the paint. So I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'll come back and show you how it turned out, because it's going to be really really boring viewing, watching me colouring in basically. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Well, I managed to click the wrong button there, and I didn't film the bit I meant to film, which is really frustrating. So what I've done is I finished doing my paint splatty bits. I've also started using this Derwent Lightfast pen in a midnight black to just outline the paint splats. I want to make it look quite cartoony, and I'm doing the same, just outlining some of these shapes as well to sort of emphasize that kind of cartoony look. I think, I don't know, I might regret that. I'm just cross with myself now, because so the way I got this grill bit here was I used some of the black pen and just watered it down and rubbed it in, and then I used a Pintor metallic pen that I've got, so it's another kind of paint mark I've got. There's a pin, I love Pintor pens, and I just sort of dry brushed that on, but with my finger, and I did the same with the tyre shape. And then I started it on, I just used a white pen to start picking out the little number plate here. I wanted it to look kind of like a little cartoony drawing, so I quite liked the idea of the pencil lines, but I don't know if I'm now regretting them. But I'm going to carry on and go through. I've finished the other tyres as well, and I might just think of a little jokey number plate to go on the back. And I think I might do the windows black as well. Shall I just, if I do them now? Oh, I don't know, am I going to regret it? But let's just do it. But one of the nice things is that, you know, at the end of the day, this is just acrylic paint, so worst comes to worst, I can paint over it and do it again. I'm really liking the way that these pens are working on the ceramic, and now they're working over the top of each other. Then they're going on even. They're going on really smoothly. What I'll probably try now, I might need to do another coat on that, or I might try let's just try and mix in a bit of this with it while that black is still a bit tacky. I'll just get a little bit of a I quite like that. And I might give it another coat in a minute. So I'm going to do that with all the windows as well. And I was planning to add some little highlights on the paint splats as well. So I might try this now, and then if I don't like it, I will just have to patiently go back over it in all the colours again. It's very tricky trying to work on a contoured surface, I must say, but I'm quite enjoying the challenge. No point carrying that highlight up there because I'm going to do the windscreen in a minute. But I'm being inconsistent here really, because with the, I don't know, what do you call this, a grill? What do you call it? Radiator, isn't it? Radiator. With that, I've let the paint drip down over the radiator, but I haven't carried that on down the. So I might splat it a little bit onto the tyres and a little bit onto the windows. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying myself. I just can't decide about the outline and the highlights. I've got a feeling I'm going to change my mind and have to go back over it. But I'm going to carry on like this for a little bit and just see what I think. Quite enjoying the doing of it, so I don't mind if I have to go back over it again. That's fine. Sometimes you just can't tell until you try it. So I said I was going to do something really kind of not too taxing, not having to think about it too much, but no, I think I'm going to have to go over that with the colours again. But they dry pretty quickly, and they cover pretty easily, so that's fine. I'm going to go back over that, black in the windows, black in the other tyres, and just have some little splats over them, just like this. And I think, yeah, okay, I'll come back and show you when that's done. Sorry if this video is seeming really muddly. It's because my head is still a bit muddly. Well, I think I've finished it for now. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. I might take a couple of pictures as well and put on at the end. I'm quite chuffed with how that turned out. Not at all what I was intending in the first place, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I think it probably needs a coat of I mean, it's acrylic paint, so it'll probably be alright. I might give it a coat of varnish. It might be nice if it's got a bit of a sheen to it as well. Quite a cute little thing. Maybe that'll do as a present for somebody. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you again really soon. Just a little date for your diaries. If you fancy joining me for a live kind of paint along next Saturday, 4th of February, 8 PM UK time. Put it in your diaries. I'll be back in a couple of days with more details, and I'll announce it in the Facebook group as well. I'll put a link to that in the description box. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again really soon.